We're playing Megaman X.
Woohoo!
Yeah!
Except nothing's on the screen.
Shut up. We're doing it.
Oh, now we're playing Megaman.
Yes.
Yes.
Now
There is, in fact, a Megaman X coming soon to a channel near you.
Oh.
Like, this one.
Yeah.
Right now.
You just made Joe so excited.
I'm like,
It's
what the fuck are you
seriously?
talking about?
Seriously?
Capcom buried Mega Man. What are you talking about?
The creator had to go on to make his own fan game in order to do his own stuff.
Yeah. Mighty number 9.
Yeah, but there was also the Street Fighter X Mega Man, which was awesome.
And if you go on Facebook and look up something called JKB Games, Mega Man X Corrupted. Oh my god, that looks like... I can't even speak.
I've
no idea
checked out a
what
few
you're
clips of that, since I remember you sent that to me a while ago, and it does look really cool. Now they just need it to be done.
Yeah, I really want it to be
look
done.
cool, like it has looked cool for the past, 3 years? Except, we still can't play it.
Yeah. So, as I might have mentioned on previous games, this isn't an actual console, but it's not a Nintendo console, so I'm going to have to mess with some buttons here.
Yeah.
Every game ever should allow you to remap the controls. Because so many games on modern consoles have terrible control schemes.
Well, see, that in and of itself would also eliminate on like a lot of tutorial stuff. It's like, hey, look, these are the buttons. Just set the controls however you want and go with it. We're expecting you to, be smart. Come on.
I might be just too old school and just too old, but I really despise the whole let's make tutorials be the first 3 hours of a game. Right? So prevalent in modern gaming. And when I open up a game case, I want to pull out a nice big fat thick manual that I could drop on a cat's head to kill it.
Yep.
and spend 3 hours of my life reading it to know how the game works. I mean, I like that. I like being able to see how to play before I just turn it on and start playing. I don't want to just jump right in and say, let's have the game teach me how to play. Like, I'm not an idiot.
Right.
I don't need a little prompt on the screen to tell me to press X so Batman can throw a batarang. I'm sure if I looked in the manual and it said X, throw batarang. Well, when I turn on the game and I have the controller in my hand,
yep,
I can then proceed to actually play the game.
Yeah.
It's not as much of a gaming sin in my eye. I mean, certainly I enjoy a game that will teach you how to...
Right,
yeah.
Yes.
It does... It's not Mega Man X5 with the intro stage that...
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Mega Man!
The Navi of Capcom.
Yep.
Mega Man! Hey, listen!
Yeah.
They should have made her say that just as a
Yeah,
joke.
right? Well...
I love everything about this game.
Yes, I not to say anything bad about the third or the second set of 3 games in the X series for
right.
PlayStation, because they are good games. I'm particularly fond of Mega Man X6 personally.
Really?
But yes.
There's a controversial opinion.
6 was my least favorite PS1 version.
I can get into why at some point. Maybe on this episode, maybe independent of this particular episode. But, I'll discuss that with you at some point. But yeah, I'm particularly a fan of 6, and I have good reasons for it.
Okay.
But the 3 for the Super NES, I feel they have just the right look and feel for the franchise, where they take the original Mega Man formula and apply it in all the ways that worked on the classic series, with just the right amount of improvements, both graphically and gameplay-wise, to make it, be like, okay, this is a different game. But it's the same game.
Yeah.
But it's a different game. And both of those things are for the right reasons.
All we have to do is try to not quote sequelitis word for word.
Right, well... I was kind of going in a different direction there.
You just suddenly derailed him.
Yeah, totally derailed there. But that aside, I love the Super NES games a little bit more than the later games in the series.
Yep.
Not to say nothing of the quality, negative about the quality of the later games. They're still great. Although I haven't played 7 or 8, so I can't
Do
comment
not
on it.
play 7. It will destroy everything you ever loved about Mega Man.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. So just like what Mega Man Legends did for me.
Oh. No, see,
I know
actually,
that's not a popular opinion
No,
either, but
I
actually
do
played
not
those games. I
enjoy
like
the
them.
Legends series, but I do not begrudge those who do.
Yeah.
no, I'm not talking down anyone who likes them. I just hate them personally.
Yeah, when I play Mega Man, I'm like,
Not the person, you hate the game.
Yes, I hate the
personally.
game.
when it's called Mega Man, I want a platformer and I don't want RPG elements.
Yeah.
And then
I just want a good game.
Command Mission combined
Oh, did I
everything
say
that was
that out
terrible.
loud?
Ugh.
Don't get me started on Command Mission, because
I haven't played that, so
I'll start crying.
Everybody wants to hear your tears.
To sum it up, though, actually now I'm thinking about it, the Mega Man X thing, I know for 6, I know that the general opinion of why it tends to be frowned upon by more purist fans of the series, of which I consider myself very highly purist fan, is that it wasn't meant to be, the story's not canon, things of that nature. You know, it was sort of hastily thrown together, so there's, you know, a few, like, glitchy related things like that.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna say that X5 was also, like, had more glitches than EE had AIDS.
Ouch. I must
Come on,
beat File.
X5 from a technical standpoint was
I
a
have to
huge
beat File.
steaming pile of garbage.
Fuck File.
Okay. Right, yes, fuck off.
You won't
Like-
you won't do it. You can't do
but-
it.
I could do it.
You can't
I-
do
I
it.
just got him in a loop.
Mega Man X5
You
is
can't do
awesome in so many ways, but from a purely technical standpoint, it was a mess.
Yeah.
And X6 was actually better put together than that, even done with like half the time budgeted for it, for the project. But yeah, I also understand that the reason X6 was made was because fans went apeshit after the way 5 ended.
Yeah. We wanted more of X5's ending, and we didn't get it, which is why a lot of people were disappointed with 6.
Right, because they went and they changed the original, you know, the creator's original vision for how it was supposed to end in order to accommodate people wanting another game. But at the same time, they didn't do it in a way that the fans wanted. Well, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You wanted an extension of the story, you got an extension of the story. Just because it wasn't the extension of the story you wanted, well, you took that chance by begging Capcom to make another game.
It's just like I don't know if this decision was fan fueled or business fueled, but it's just like the extension of the DBZ series past the Cell Saga.
I don't want to talk about DBZ on the air.
No. No.
Because to say I'm not a fan of DBZ would be a gross understatement, and I will draw your channel a lot of hate
Yeah.
if I start talking openly about DBZ. That's another story.
It's not just what the fans wanted, in my opinion, though, because they said it on, like, at least 2 occasions that X has to destroy Zero.
Yes.
So that's what the fan expectation was. And we didn't get that until, like, 03. We didn't get that
As in like the GBA games.
That said, what I really like about X6 is that it did something that the previous 2 entries did not, which was pose a challenge.
Yeah.
X4 and X5 are good games, but personally, I like my console platformers to be difficult. I'm a big fan of the first 3 Mega Man games because they're a lot harder than the last 3 on the NES. I'm a big fan of the first 3 Mega Man X games on the Super NES because they're a lot harder than X4 and X5.
X3 kind of gets super easy.
Well, it can get really easy really quick depending on how you go about things. You know, starting a tunnel later.
Yeah.
But X6 was legitimately just a difficult game. I mean, that could be a result of the shorter time allowed for production, and maybe they didn't balance it right. But it doesn't feel like it was accidentally difficult to me. It feels like it's just difficult, and I really enjoy that. Even though Blaze Heatnix's level is really unfair.
Also, I apologize to anyone who's watching. I am always be charging, so I hope you love the X charge sound.
Deal with it. Anybody who plays Mega Man X is always charging, or they're bad.
And if you think he's charging too much, then you should look up a Dorkly video of Mega Man charges too much. It's a pretty funny little skit.
So we're just gonna just gonna plug everyone else's stuff here.
Yeah, come watch this channel so you can know
Get
what other
referred to others,
channels
yeah.
to
Yeah,
watch.
right?
Because we aren't actually creative. We love the internet, and we decided we wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah,
Well, why not? I mean, that's what most
Do
other
I get
people
it?
did.
Oh, I can't not get it.
Yeah, you can't not get
Oh,
it.
damn it.
Yeah.
Just like you can't not get the gun.
Yeah. So I've come.
Oh, that is a funny story. The first many times that I played through Mega Man X in my youth, when it was fresh and new, and I
You
was
never got the gun?
young. Yeah, I didn't know that the gun capsule existed,
Yep.
and I just thought, hey, there's 3 capsules, and then I'll upgrade the 4th part in Sigma's level.
Yeah, to be,
Oops.
It was probably a full year after the game came out that I was like, hey, what's up there?
to Capcom's credit, getting Zero's Buster is a much more emotional and touching sequence than, oh, you already have this. I'm dead. It's much better to be like, take my weapon.
Of course.
You are me now.
Of course, the way X2, subverts Zero's death anyways.
Eh.
Yeah, well, they're all robots.
But
so none
X2
of
is
them
still
can
my
die.
favorite game in the series, so piss off.
They're all robots, so they can't possibly die. Just like, Professor... The Dr. Light, because I'm dumb. Dr. Light apparently doesn't die because he's got all these capsules throughout
Well,
every
no,
single
he's
one
dead.
of these games.
He's totally dead. What's happening is that's a sentient hologram.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That-
my
that is
headcanon.
Ascension.
I hope you like headcanon.
Ascension.
Like head cheese.
A sentient hologram that is able to create and distribute physical capsules.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
No, sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
Do you know how many, artificial AIs controlling a factory stories there
Do
are?
you know
in
how
today's
many
day?
times you've tried to defend a no-sense logic argument with me?
I will fight you
realizing
to the
that you
death.
make no sense.
We will brawl in the streets, and the police station, which is next door, will know.
I'm just gonna stay silent on this one. As I have been. Because, honestly, I just don't have anything to contribute to that discussion. I have nothing. I have nothing.
You have no conspiracy theories
No.
about the past of Dr.
No,
Light?
I can't say I've ever put too much thought into it. When I play a platformer game,
You know what time it is?
I don't put that much stock into the plot.
Mark, you know what time it is.
Is it gonna be
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Put 'em up.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
you
I'll-
got it
I will
wrong.
get it.
Way.
I will get
You
it
got
this
it
time.
A little closer, bro.
It'll
A little
happen.
closer.
Yeah!
Put your dukes.
Let's fight.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Cannon Fodder Penguin.
Yep. Alright, in the early games, if you want to do more damage, you dash.
Why is that?
It doesn't work with the charge shots. It only works with the uncharged shot. Just so you know.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ah, Joe's wrong.
The
Well,
fully
I'm
charged
not-
shot does 3 bars of damage, regardless of whether or not you're dashing. The middle one does 2. The pellet does 1, or the lemon, if you will.
Yeah.
But it does 2 if you're dashing. I've done my experience on that, I think.
This
So-
is the super nerd session, by the way.
Oh, shut up.
For those watching, listening, whatever you're doing, they might just have it in background noise.
Oh, I do
That's
that.
what I do.
Yeah. So for those partaking of this session, I in my youth played this game a lot. Borderline obsession. I was a big Mega Man fan as a kid, so when X came out, I crapped my pants and in awe of the holy crapness of this game, because it was such a huge jump graphically and everything else over the original Mega Man games. But it still felt exactly like the old Mega Man games, so everything about it was just right, and it felt so good.